Cheese. Equal parts feta, Monterey, and mozzarella makes a good substitute for Salvadorian cheese because it's not really Salvadorian cheese, obviously. Um, and then the masa, equal parts maseca and water. You just add a little salt also if you want, if you feel like the cheese is not quite salty enough for the pupusa. Take about a palm's full in your hand and just kind of flatten it out like you're making a tortilla in your hand. And to do this, people always say to me, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just turning it around in a circle and smushing it." So that's all it is. Circle smushing until you get it to a certain flatness that you want. I might need to add a little more water to my thing. And then add a little snippet of cheese into the middle. Make it a circle again. Squishing all the sides over the top. And you now have your dough again. Same thing.
Now, does that mean there's not enough water?
Yeah, there's not enough water in the masa. I need to add a little water. But I personally don't mind cracks because that means cheese is going to come out and it's going to taste lovely and fried and yummy. But that's me. So I'm going to stick this one on here and I'm going to add a little masa. But I'm going to, I just warmed this up and actually it's too high. It should be on a medium heat. So I'm going to take it off for a second. Let it cool down. Set this aside for a minute. And put just a touch of olive oil. And I really do mean a touch because you don't want it to get greasy. You just want enough coating that you're not creating too sticky a mixture.
Can you use a cooking spray?
You could, yeah. You just don't want to put too much on there. Just very lightly. And that's why I do it usually with some sort of thing, like just to make sure I don't leave sitting. Yeah, extra sitting on there. And really, you just lower. It got hot too quickly. I'll stick it on there for right now. And then you just repeat.
And how long does that cook?
When you'll see it kind of change a color on the other side, but also you'll see the edges of this start to change a color. It'll get a little darker. And then you flip it. And then...
So generally a couple minutes each side?
Yeah, a couple minutes. The edges sometimes will start to try to, because it's getting drier, it'll start to try to pull apart a little bit. But
right.
So, and then you flip it. You let it, stay on there for another couple minutes, and then you can take it off. And I usually try to push it down a little bit so that the cheese oozes. Oozing cheese. Gotta love the oozing cheese. So, but that's it. And then you add curtido, which we have some pre-made for us today.
What is that?
Curtido is a kind of, whoops, that's not it. Where'd it go? It's a slaw.
Oh, yeah.
It's not, it's a vinegar-based slaw. It's cabbage, carrots, onions, and vinegar, and then usually I think a little salt, a little sugar, and you let it set, and that's what you add on top. Some people put also like a little salsa on top of that, but I usually just do curtido straight. So.
You gonna teach us how to